All right, welcome to this video here where we're going to be taking a look at how to create equations and graph lines that deal with a certain slope as well as points that they may have. So let's start off by doing a quick little reminder on how to graph a line using graphic form. Start with our graph, it's the first part, and go to our starting point. Well, this is in graphic form, so our starting point is going to be our y-intercept, which happens to be -5, which is right there on the bottom of our graph. Okay, little blue dot. From there, we are going to use our slope in order to find our second point. Our slope is 2/3. That means we have a rise of 2, there we go, and a run of 3 to a second point along our line in order to find where our line goes. So we draw a line through there, and now we have our line graphed out on our piece of grid paper. Here's the second part. We want to take that line and we want to draw a second line which goes through the point 1, -1 and is parallel to the equation y equals 2/3x minus 5, which is what we're given there on the page. So first of all, we have to think of the fact that it is parallel. Therefore, it is going to have the identical slope. So it's also going to have a slope which is 2/3. It goes through the point 1, -1, so our equation actually looks like that, which is given there on the screen. Okay, so it's given in slope point form, y equals 2/3 x minus 1. Okay, so that's the x1 value, and then -1, which is the y1 value. How we graph that out? Start at the point 1, -1. Okay, that's the point that we're given. Use the same slope. Rise of 2, run of 3. There we go. Point number 2 is going to be at 4, 1. Now that we have 2 points, we can draw a line through, and you will notice that these two lines look extremely parallel to each other. Sure hope they are. They should be. Might just be a little bit of an error in my graphics if they are not parallel to each other. All right, now that we have the parallel line, let's take a look at a perpendicular one. Can we draw a perpendicular line that also goes through 1, -1 and is perpendicular to that same line, that blue line that we looked at before? Well, let's start with the equation. We're going to use the same point as the previous one, but now the slope has to change. If the line is perpendicular, that means that the slope is going to be a negative reciprocal. It means we are going to flip this slope. Okay, so instead of being 2/3, it'll be 3/2, and we have to make it negative. So we're going to have a slope of -3/2 and still go through the point 1, -1. So to graph it out, start with the point. There we go. It is in green, I believe now. Still kind of small, but that is where we're starting at 1, -1. Now, instead of the slope going up 2/3, it goes down 3/2 to our new spot, and we have this line right here that sure looks perpendicular to those two because they have a perpendicular slope to the new green line. I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day.